I just want to show you one little slide of why that's ridiculous. Okay. So in the past, from 2011 to 2020, so we're talking now it's 2021. So we're talking 10 years. Okay. Look at this list here. And the very top one is Bitcoin. All right. If you want to look down here, just almost at the very bottom is US dollars. Okay. And they're in order of what did the best in the past 10 years. Here's even another one. We all heard of gold, right? Still at the bottom, right? Look at Bitcoin year after year. Look at in 2013, 5,507%, right? But total, and these are what I'm talking about with wild numbers in crypto space. From 2011 to 2020, if you had cryptocurrency, if you had Bitcoin from that, and you had a nice batch, just say you had 200, right? You would have made 62,712 or 6,271,233%. Just flat rate, let's just say 6 million%, right? That's incredible. You don't get that I mean, you can go down a line. Here's NASDAQ. You can go down the line. And do you know why now banks and other credit card companies and all these places, these institutions told you that? Because they were getting their position. Okay. Because now, guess what? I know Jamie Dimon of JP Morgan Chase, they got a cryptocurrency. Facebook, they're going to create the Libra currency. All of these places, now they've got their position. Okay. So whatever they were saying before, it wasn't right and it wasn't correct. And it's still not, you're not late to this whole, party, this game. Because there's still a lot. It's still just in the beginning phases. Like Richie told us, we're not saying we're at the bit, we're still, very, very beginning, but we are moving into where it's being adopted. Right. But here's something that I want you to think about. And here's where I want to just kind of change a little bit what we've been talking about is, and if you want to put a 1 for yes or a 2 no for no in the chat, just so we can, have some interaction. Do you think Bitcoin still has a possibility to get another, say, 20,000% gain? Is that possible? I mean, in a wild world, what do you think? It's a difficult thing because we just moved 6 million%, right? So what I'm talking about is that Bitcoin is at $36,000 right now, and it moves to 200,000. That's not thousands of percent gains. Okay, that's not. So, and Bitcoin's not going anywhere. We're not talking about it going anywhere. I'm just talking about the big, huge gains, right? It's not gonna do those gains again. You're not going to get those percentage moves like that, right? It's almost, it's like I said, it's at $36,000. How do we go and find and get those type of gains, right? Where do you go and look and still be in this crypto space? And I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Let me escape here. I'll probably have to come back in here, but let me go over here. And I want to just show you what I'm talking about. All right. There's over 6,000 cryptocurrencies, okay, on the market right now, right? And here's the big two, right? So definitely, without a doubt, everybody, any kind of big money, any kind of money, usually come in through these two, okay? So, and the reason they do that is because of their, their market cap. It's over 600, almost 700 billion, in market cap. Here's over 136 billion. So people with a lot of money can move freely in and out of those two assets, out of Bitcoin and Ethereum. You can move freely out of there, okay? Because the liquidity is there. You can get out there easy. So what people do is they enter into these two, to these two coins, and then they go and try to find and do research and look. And let me go to 61 because this is a question mark. But they go and start looking at these ones that are just starting to get data, okay? Or some of these, because these are brand new cryptocurrencies or blockchain technologies coming online, okay? So I want to ask you a question. How would you, okay, as a newbie or even a seasoned cryptocurrency investor, how would you know who to invest in? Unless you knew somebody, unless maybe you knew this person who was the co-founder or developer of that. It's very difficult. What we do now, what people do now is they'll listen to somebody on YouTube and they'll tell them, hey, this is what I think. Now they could absolutely do great, deep dive research and look into these things, but it's very, very difficult in this space to find out who's going to do that. So this is pretty cool. What if you could get like a ticket, or we call it a seed? What if you could get a seed and you could throw seeds in every one of these projects? Okay. And when you throw a seed in one of those projects, you yield out their cryptocurrency. And when I mean yield, I mean all you do is deposit a seed or deposit money. You're not losing or you're not spending money, right? You're depositing money. It's still connected to your wallet. It never leaves your wallet. You don't lose anything. It's not like trading where I have to give you $1 and then you give me a little piece of Bitcoin. That's trading. You're losing $1 to get 1 Bitcoin. That's trading. We all do that, right? This is called yield farming. This is completely different. And this is a little taste of what DeFi is, right? So what if you could get seeds and you place seeds in every one of these projects, okay? And as they begin to launch, they start coming up with data, right? So you didn't spend any money to get these coins, but you put in seeds by voting and saying, hey, yeah, I think your project is awesome. I want to be behind you and I want to vote with my seeds, right? So I know a lot of us look at greens and reds, but if you got it for nothing, if you yielded the cryptocurrency for no dollar exchange, does it matter if it's red or green? Here's one that's 43 cents. Here's one that's 4 cents. But if you got it at a zero value, how awesome is that? How awesome is every one of these now? Okay. And then you'll get some of those, you will get those 10,000% gains. Some of them you might only get a 200% gain. Some of them you might even get a negative 18%. But if you got them for zero, what does it matter? What does it matter? Right? So that is DeFi. And that's what we're talking about here. That's why I want to kind of, go in here. And this is where we're going to talk about how are you able to get these seeds? And how can you be in this space and it's not going to cost you, you digging into your pocket, to get or to yield any of these coins. Now there is a fast track where you can, go ahead into the head of the line and deposit some real money.